If we do get to the teamfight stage though, and the laning phase doesn't end up collapsing for Hanwha Life, that 5v5, oh boy.
Yeah, it's a tough one up towards the top side of the map to see whether he can punish his former top laner. See whether it's going to work out here as Doran looking for some harpoons. He just flashes on him. There's the boot back, and Zeus knows that he is 100% dead. First blood going over to Owner is exactly what T1 want with this composition.
Very straightforward. Gank here. This shouldn't be a surprising timing. I wonder if...
that's a nice knock-up as well. Faker is really dead, guys. Permafrost is a thing, and Zeka also just going to come on over. Peanut presses no buttons, but just supports his mid lane.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
That's what I did. I think the upsides outweigh the downs. Okay, speaking of downs, Faker is taking a bit of damage here, but Peanut not able to find too much. Doesn't have level 6. His carrier is making his way in. Immediate flash out from this Sejuani, and Peanut's in so much trouble. Doran's going to cook him. That equalizer, so incredibly proactive and gorgeously well played.
Nicely done there. Carry out, making his impact known on the map. Sets it up there. The attempted play towards Faker not working out. Faker didn't even need to flash.
Yeah.
So Peanut thought he could just do a little, little drive-by gank. Maybe you get Faker, maybe you don't, but you shouldn't have to pay for it. Instead, actually ends up paying pretty handily. The lines everywhere, even when they might not necessarily be.
I think the line that we had was, it wasn't very good. That was the line. As Zeus is going to walk down the line himself, and immediately he's harpooned, realizing that he's going to have to try and turn this one. Owner coming down, and Doran is just going to leave it for him. Let's see whether Zeus can get any magic done. And he's trying to avoid some of the daggers here. Does do so, goes to the skies, and then dies. That is going to be another kill going over to Owner. This Nefiri, we know how well the doggo can scale.
Also in the area, but there's no outplaying a point and click, unfortunately, for Zeus. Peanut should be able to get this. Was a little close, but not actually going to be in any danger. But T1, again, as they should, building a lead.
Oh dear, Smash gonna get bullet time. Does Valkyrie his way out. Carrier taking a lot of damage here, but so is Delight. Now that Aftershock is away, the flash forward, and Viper just silences him. Smash able to offer a fair bit back, had some cooldowns, and Owner was making his way in. There's the flash forward, the 2-0 Nefiri avoids the CC and takes down the MF. Delight will survive, and now Peanut here on the bottom side, looking to try and dish back some punishment of his own. They do manage to take down the Rumble. Peanut will survive, and they'll get more plates.
Owner got Delight as well.
Down onto the Nefiri, and now Viper makes his way over. T1 take that as a sign to disengage, and I think it's understandably so, as Peanut once again getting bothered by Doran a little bit as he takes down another objective, but this time, although as T1 and HLE just trading a bunch of spells on the bottom side. Peanut looks for Doran though once again, and with Zeus here, it is more punishment for the Rumble, and this time Owner unable to find anything on the other side of the map.
Create a situation where they're going to be forced to take fights that they really don't want to, as in they go.
Oh dear. Carrier does put up the shield, but I don't know about it. Does taxi his way over to Delight, but Viper is going to close the distance, and that is Peanut locking down the kill. That should spell the second dragon of the game for HLE, and that is only going to continue this snowball rolling. All right, that was gorgeous.
Very nice. It doesn't even flash. And now the Drake gets taken. The crux of it is this. If T1 is the one engaging, this comp looks amazing. Shield. I love it. It's like, I can take that. I can take that hit. Doesn't matter. I am starting to believe, Atlas, that Hanwha Life might take this series a little bit more serious than they...
It's looking a little like that.
I feel like it's not quite the same Hanwha Life we saw.
Yeah, we cannot get caught by that.
Which T1 also aware of. And I do want to highlight T1. Oh.
Well, they're going to look for Zeus once again. He knocks Doran away, does use the flash this time. His carrier should have a stun back up. He tries to go for it, but Smash turns up. That's going to be a dead Jace once again. Yeah.
To try and make sure that Hanwha Life don't get to just continue scaling into this game.
And Peanut as well, you just saw there, this is why the Sejuanis are often banned if you're planning to play Nefiri. Because we saw, like, there is a decent lead for Owner still. He's a 4-0 Nefiri, and Peanut seems to not care at all. He's now walking up towards Smash here at the same time, who does have Cleanse, but he can't cleanse twice. So Permafrost comes in, Glacial Prison as well, and that is a dead Corky. But now the rest of the cavalry have arrived, and Bristle and Sedge are going to get removed.
Going
one
in.
for one as in goes Owner. Delight trying to survive, and he will do so for now as Zeka unbinds the soul, looks to find an angle, and there's a gorgeous ulti. Doran's going to lie down as well, and Delight is still alive. Finally he falls, but it has to be in trade for Carrier's life. And now Zeus, he's teleported back in. They want to get this shut down as the doggos block the shock blast, but I just don't think it's enough. There it is, and the shutdown goes to the Jace. Understandably so, and of course, Faker is pretty slippery on this Ahri.
Does get the flash though. Zeka also investing his. Still, they are able to bully Faker out. Also really cute there, Delight.
And now, the first Cloud Dragon is going to be attempted. Rift Herald already thrown down here at the same time. HLE just trying to cause some distractions as Carrier dives into the backline. An immediate cleanse from Viper though, and Carrier is in so much trouble, but there's a huge fight elsewhere. Zeus is getting cooked as Doran doing so much work. The rest of HLE are now stuck in the Thunderdome as Zeka trying to take matters into his own hands. Somehow Smash gets the dragon. What the hell was that? But Zeka is a monster on the bottom side of the fight and then snaps back to destroy the rest of them. Viper grabbing so many kills. And with two of these carries left alive, Faker able to teleport his way out.
And they're going to go for the late contest. The objective is gone, but looking for the fight here. Faker on the flank.
Yeah, in goes Carrier. We'll see whether they can get some of these petals, but it looks like the answer is absolutely not. As Zeka finds a gorgeous ulti. The layering of the bullet time there as well is just like poetry from HLE. And Owner is now running for the hills. Only him and Faker left alive, and Faker has his own problems here towards the top side. Delight gonna get engaged on, gets himself the shield from the crash down. And yes, Owner may be able to go untargetable, but that is only for a minuscule amount of time. Viper deals with the exit plan and then takes down the doggo. Zeka underneath this turret as well is a little bit worrisome, and Zeus wanting to take it down as there's the flash forward from Faker, looks for the angle and takes down Zeus. Consolation.
That was completely unnecessary from Zeus.
Yeah.
Did not have to do that whatsoever.
It is only a 5,000 gold lead. At 26 minutes, that is not end of the world, but HLE with full control of the map. I mean, the world is close to the end, but it's not fully doomed, you know? As Delight looking for an angle here as the Glacial Prison somehow misses Doran. He flashes away. That is still flash now down. Faker able to get some money on the top side by taking out that outer turret I was talking about before.
Believe that at this point in the game, just from base armor, you're going to get more value out of LDR as well.
Yeah, Zeus might be in trouble, but he flashes absolutely everything. And Owner, he's gone untargetable, seeing whether he can survive. He's burning, but it's not going to quite be enough. But now, oh, never mind. Somehow, it is the MF that picks up the kill, and there goes Faker at the same time. A double now for Viper as Doran. Can he actually be a hero here? I just don't really think there is much of an angle. He's looking to cook. Zeus does have the equalizer, but it doesn't really land on anyone. Zeka has found Smash as well, as the Valkyrie actually doing a fair bit, but just not enough to keep him alive, as Carrier is under the wrong turret. And so therefore, he is very, very dead. He's going to see whether he can kill some minions and stuff like that. Gets a ward down. But HLE, they're already on the Baron, and this game is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Final attempt.
Someone knocking on the door. Speaking of knocking on the door, they're going to be able to look towards bottom side of the map. Peanut is going to turn an engage from T1 into an engage of his own as Carrier dives in, but immediately goes to half health. There's the Magnus Storm from Delight as well. And the MF a little bit late on the bullet time there because the target was already destroyed. Now Viper over the wall, waits for the minion wave. They will be able to break the base here as Doran and Smash, yeah, they've got a bit of damage, but there is just no way to stop HLE as they march towards the Nexus turrets now. Equalizer goes down, largely in defense though, as Doran now having to deal with Zeus, and he's not able to do so even a little bit. Owner dives in because he may as well. And there's the flash forward from Zeka, gets the knock up onto Smash. Permafrost not in range, and it doesn't even need to be, because Zeka's there with enough damage. That's a clean ace. That's going to be a clean kill on a couple of these Nexus turrets. And HLE, welcome to the LCK. It's good to see you still in phenomenal form after first stand.
So we'll see. I think T1 definitely taking some liberties again. It's going to be Carry on their support. It's going to be Owner on the GA4. Whereas for Hanwha Life, you look at this draft and you go, well, they don't have engage support, but outside of that, that's looking pretty good.
With the Ashe is looking to be working out quite well. As Faker, this could be a problematic scenario as Zeka is in a little bit of trouble, but never mind. Picks up the first blood. Top of the morning to you. says Peanut.
Rough as we take another look here. Goes in with the Kingstar result.
Yep, never mind. Peanut, he is on the map yet again. This time, Owner is going to turn up and smash. Oh, Peanut goes in, flashes out immediately. Not caught under the turret as well as Owner gets the EQ flash, but doesn't hold him in range of that turret. Another chain going to connect here onto Faker, who does have the gravity field. Flash. Try and back that one up, and Doran just dashes his way out, as Ambessa is wont to do.
Oh, this gank is really, really important. But look at that. Zeka's there.
Man,
they can't really go for the until they have confirmation that he's gone. He is low. Peanut might be able to set up the classic Q there on the turret, and there it is.
Yeah, looking for Smash here, and he's trying to dance his way out. Peanut's going to be dead, although the bailout is going to come in. It's just not going to do anything, so Smash is going to be able to lock that one down. Ace in the hole comes in from Viper, but isn't actually going to grab any kills. So a 1-for-1.
We're ingrained in them.
They took an aspirin. They definitely did. Or maybe some hair of the dog. You never know. Okay, Doran once again going in, but Zeus is just going to bonk him. Does get the shield, and the flash forward. It's answered. But the answer echoes into nothingness as Zeus grabs the solo kill on the bottom side.
That one's personal.
Wanted to make sure that he wasn't just flashing away without any response.
Oh,
that would have been better.
They're about to get 6 grubs out, Bliss. We know what the stats say about that.
No. Are they going to buck the trend? Are they going to make it so that 6 grubs isn't an absolute detriment here in the LCK?
Well,
or worldwide, should I say?
Well, they haven't given up a dragon, which normally is, you know, what I think makes that equation a little iffy.
Yeah, it's the giving up of anything.
She's a late game powerhouse, although so is Jax. I feel like in that 1v1 is not the best.
Oh dear. Speaking of 1v1s, Faker and Zeka at it once again as the arrow is going to sail by. In the meantime, another fight as Smash flashes over the wall. And the handshake onto Owner is going to get his flash as well. Peanut, he's over there, he's going in, and Owner is going out. That is the Peacemaker to lock him down.
Hanwha as well is how crisp their early to mid games are.
Oh, another flash from Zeus, and another solo kill from this Jax. As hostile takeover to try and get Faker as Peanut. He goes in, and the ace in the hole is going to clean up a killing spree for Viper. This time Peanut isn't even going to die, as that volley not nearly enough damage, and HLE are just running over T1 today.
We are going to be denied an entertaining series because this game is like,
and the thing
way
is,
more of a blowout.
Yeah, we've also already had HLE versus Gen G. That was in like week 1. So
it was also not great.
Yeah, it wasn't. And now HLE have decided to wake up, and just in time, as we can see, as Carrier is likely in trouble.
They need a turn.
Oh, Faker is
this the one?
Having some issues. This time HLE do have the inside track towards this topside fight, and Faker is very, very dead. So he's the first one to go down. Zeka grabbing yet another kill for himself. And the rest of HLE really just wanting to know who they want to kill next. That is kind of the question. Is in a little bit of trouble, but there is Fate's Call available here.
A Hail Mary, perhaps?
All right, Zeus going in. And the fact that he is here is very, very scary. But now, possible skirmish angle as there's the public execution. Gets Doran into that back line as Owner is going to be taken out in a second. But it's traded for Zeus, and that's a lot of money over to Smash.
To pick up a soul point, yet again, for Mountain Soul.
Oh, God.
And the one thing that Hanwha Life, outside of, I think the Engage obviously isn't amazing, but they can even use the tools stolen with Silas to make that work.
Well, this is their Engage. It's Peanut go in, and then everything else is layered on top. Faker just caught out in his own jungle.
Yep, I feel safe.
Well, so does Zeus. Carrier does not feel safe, however, is going to be able to ghost and look for a way out. They're still slowing him down as Owner comes in, looks to try and catch the escape there from Viper, but unfortunately it doesn't quite work. Carrier gets out with the Fate's Call. Public execution gets Doran in there as there's a hostile takeover, as it's a battle between Carrier and Smash, and Carrier actually dies to Smash's red buff. Oh, it's a disaster. Zeus is going to suicide under the turret. Largely looking like a celebration here, though, as in goes Peanut once again.
Zeka, no!
Yep, Smash not going to get another 1v1 with Zeka, as he is just allowed to live. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Huh. I think it's something like
that, or like apple syrup.
Yeah,
but like the thick one, you know, not the syrup as in the
like some quince paste, perhaps.
Yeah, but I assume we're talking about the same thing. Like the black gooey apple. Yeah, wonderful.
Well, Zeka's looking for a little bit of an angle here.
So they get Otacon.
Yep. Well, they haven't yet, but it's not likely to be stolen.
This is not the series I was expecting today.
No, not at all. I thought we were having a 6-game banger today. Anything at all. As, yeah, Faker versus Zeus here Zeka, towards the bottom side of the map. Chaos Storm comes out. Zeka says, all right. And he'll leave. This is slow and steady destruction of all of T1's stuff. And HLE look to be able to do it with impunity. 9,000 gold is the advantage. A teleport right into the enemy jungle as HLE stealing away all of the buffs at the same time. This inner, not long for the world, and it's the last one remaining. 6 turrets to 0 as the 6 grub stats are getting decimated.
The end of this game, Atlas.
Yep, they're trying to keep Zeus out, but Zeka will find Doran in the side. Not going to find too much more, though, as now Zeus may have bitten off more than he could chew. Smash throwing some sticks into him, and I think Zeus is likely to die. However, gets underneath this turret, and now Ona is the one that's in the wrong position. No more smite for UT1, as now Peanut can freely take down the Baron. Zeka going to go golden as well, buy some time. Hostile takeover is so good here from Delight, and Zeka is going to take advantage of it. Smash will be taken down as well, as Zeus just bonks him with a lamppost. And Carrier, that is not your turret, buddy. That is a clean ace, as well as the Baron over to HLE. And this is the main thing that's the most terrifying out of HLE, is the fact that they can look like anything on one day and then just do this. It matters not. The momentum and all of that stuff that we say, all that garbage
for T1, yeah, we can talk about the draft. We can talk about all the other external.
Do we have to?
Well, that's my point, right? But the reality is, it's just the gameplay. Night and day.
Oh, nice flash there from Faker. Does not matter, as in the 1v2, Zeka is absolutely going to kill everyone. The dash over, and doesn't even need the chains to land. The double kill does come in. Back-to-back solos here from Zeka, as Carrier's in trouble. That is going to be Peanut locking that one down. Was that 1v3 sort of thing? I mean, the wallets are so heavy, it's absurd. As Doran goes in, and then he goes out. Fire the Death Chamber, as Zeus spinning around, twirling the lamppost, as these Nexus turrets are going to fall one after the other. Zeus not even going to die to the fountain here, as Viper looks for the Peacemaker, does not connect it, as the hostile takeover is going to annoy Smash momentarily. Peanut thrown in because the Fate's Call was stolen away, and HLE will pick up the 2-0 here today.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.